Hi guys, welcome to another episode of The Aspiring Entrepreneur. I'm your host, Hamza Chowdhury. Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining us tonight in our Sunday update for stocks that we watch and kind of what we can expect coming in. It is the holiday season, so I hope you guys are staying well, and hopefully we can make some money this month while we sort of transition our government. With Apple, as always, it's been a solid stock. We know that especially for Christmas, a lot of people are, they're buying up the iPhones, they're buying up the new headphones, the MacBooks. There's so many exciting things coming into 2021 with Apple, with all the things that they've announced with the new M1 chip for the MacBook. So with all of these new services, imagine as they're sort of building revenue off of that, and we hear about it in future earnings calls, this is a $2 trillion company that's only growing. It's in pretty much every household around the world, and it's starting to really, develop its service-based business. And of course, now with their chips and their MacBooks and things like that, we're going to start to see that those margins and those revenues are going to grow as well, as they sort of depend less on other chip manufacturers like Intel. So with that said, guys, as you know, this is probably the number one stock that we cover on this channel, and we've absolutely killed it. To say that lightly is, we had the 112.60 we have identified way back here in September. We bounced off of that, and we had a bigger move than expected. I did expect that when we did have this massive push back up to the 120 that we would see sort of a validation of the support. I was really surprised that we didn't see that, and it makes me wonder if it's because we validated that support so many times in the past couple months that it didn't need any more validation, and we had this massive push with Apple. And we knew exactly where this thing was going to go. And we said it's going to go exactly to which level, where it had issues before, which is right here, I believe, post iPhone event, which is the 125, right? So we hit 125, I believe it was 95. And what did it do? Okay, so when you see a stock and you see that it's going up, 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 you want to always, like we mentioned, look left, right? So you look left and you see the last time that it was hitting these levels in the high 120s, that it got rejected right there. Okay, so this high of this candle here, 125.39. Of course, the rejection again is at 125.95. And then of course we bounced all the way down, and we really sold off, and we sold off down here to the 20-day average. And then we sort of had this, upwards push on after a sell-off on the market on Friday. So the market sold off. It felt very heavy on Friday. And so what's our usual play, right? We're buying up calls, at these dips. And believe me, if you're getting validation in the 120s right now in Apple and you're dip buying, it's a solid play. Anything below 121 is a great play. So I was definitely buying calls. I believe it was on this day as well, and I sold them off, and then I did the same thing here. Now, I did not hold. Again, we don't top tick when we do our options play, right? So we're just waiting really for the push, especially over VWAP. So I did just play it for probably about 25 cents. We ended up getting probably about a 50 to 60 cent move, which is fine. I just wanted to move on to some other stuff on Friday. And so if you are holding on to the call options, if you did buy some, definitely hold on to them. Wait for us to get back up here. Again, guys, when we hit that resistance level and reject off of it, does not mean we're not going to come back to it, right? So we clearly are consolidating at this upward band. We tried that level, we weren't ready for it. We came back down to the 20 average, and then we said, okay, we're going to push this back up again and really get over this level. So my next breakout, if you're a breakout trader, you're going to be looking at 126 as a breakout level. And once we get to 126, guys, we know what that means. It means we're going right back to 130. So if you're someone who loves Apple and you're probably watching this, I doubt most shorts, watch my videos on Apple, is, once we can get past 126 as a breakout, definitely feel free to be adding to your shares. And it's going to be exciting to see that 130. And keep in mind, guys, unlike Tesla, unlike a lot of other stocks, Apple is not trading at its all-time highs. Okay, its all-time highs were at post-split, excuse me, which was right over here at 138, so right around 140. Okay, so if you think about it, if we're still trading around 121, 122, that's still about a 15, 16 point move, which is another 15% at least in the stock. And so if you're day trading it, of course, you can obviously play the key levels that we talk about. But if you're a long-term trader, you could be, clearly adding to your shares and seeing some great upside potential with the stock. Of course, I'm assuming that the market's not going to be selling off like it felt like Friday. We obviously have the same stuff that we talk about, the drama and the COVID and, the stimulus. So once we get stimulus, once we get a better handle of COVID, which, you know, with this vaccine and hopefully get some less cases, you know, these are things that are going to help drive value. But just seeing the stock the last couple weeks, what it's been doing, I feel pretty comfortable saying that I don't see us flushing back to 112.60 or going back to some of these previous, you know, levels of support that we've talked about. So with that said, guys, I wish you the best of luck. Again, if you're buying dip buys, anything in this level are great. And like I said, I expect us to retest this high here of 125, 126. And once we break out of 126, expect us to get to 130 pretty quick. Okay, with that said, guys, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like and share button. We are a 100% free content channel like we always talk about. We're here just to help and support traders and people in general. And so if anything you can do to help the channel, just be hitting the subscribe button and sharing it with your friends and family. And with that said, guys, it is December. I hope you're celebrating the holidays with your friends and family. And hope you guys have an awesome week of trading. And add any comments in the section below, and we'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.